Hello everyone, welcome to the 17th episode of my Logo Modernism series. In this episode, we'll be revisiting a logo from 1969 by René Ponot designed for Institut Pédagogique National. Let's see how we can redraw it digitally in 2025 with Adobe Illustrator. Let's draw a star by selecting the star tool. Now drag this corner to its limit to make it resemble the original logo shape. Next step is to draw a circle surrounding it. To draw a star inside a circle, you can see my previous video I showed 4 ways, and here I'll be using the 4th way because others are not as precise as I want it to be. For example, when you draw a circle as usual, you'll notice that not all points snap where they should. To achieve it, let's use our pen tool and draw a pentagon, which we can then turn into a circle. Then resize it, holding down Option key until it snaps to the top point of the star. Now you'll notice that all points of the star touch the circle. Switch between preview and outline modes to see for yourself. Now what we need to do is snap one of these points to the right or left edge of the star, which you do by holding down Command key and dragging it to the desired point. Next, let's cut the path at these points using Scissors tool, use C for shortcut. Once done, it's time to copy the resulting shape and snap it to other corners of the star. Copy it, click R for rotation tool, and Option click a point from which you want to rotate and then snap it to the nearest corner. Notice the 72-degree angle. Make other copies in the same manner. You can also use mirror tool. Let's adjust the line weight a little bit. Let's cut the star's intersections too using the Scissors tool. It's time to add those circles at the intersections. Select all circles, go to Path and then Offset Path. Choose a value you feel comfortable with and click OK. The reason we need it is to make a gap between path and circles so they don't directly touch each other. Let's make them the same style as paths. Now we'll use Shape Builder tool, but let's first remove the circles so they don't get involved. We can just cut them for now and then we'll paste them in place later once we're finished. Once done, select Shape Builder tool and delete unnecessary intersections. Now we can safely paste the circles in place. I think the shape already looks beautiful. Now what's left to do is to change the stroke style of the path. Let's draw it then. For that, I'll enable Grid and Snap to Grid and draw a path with 2 arrows at each end. Next step would be changing it into a brush. For that, drag the shape to Brush's palette and select Art Brush. We need to set brush scale options into stretch between guides, but let me just show you what will happen if we choose another option. So again, the circles are on the way, so what we can do is to temporarily lock them so that I can select paths without selecting circles. So when you choose scale proportionally, the longer and shorter paths will scale accordingly. The result is interesting, but not what we're looking for. Let's double click our brush and test another option. Also interesting, but the arrow's been deformed and that again is not what we're looking for. So let's change the scale option between guides. What it means is that whatever is between the guides will scale, whatever is outside the guides won't. And that's exactly what we want because we want our arrows to maintain their original proportions. Drag the guides so that they're not touching the arrows. So yeah, congratulations, you made it. Now it may not look exactly like the original material, but that wasn't our intention. You can go ahead and tweak the size of the circles, the gaps, the path weight, etc. Hopefully you learned something today. Thanks for watching. Take care.